Hello, welcome to the OpenText Advanced Authentication demonstration video. This video shows you how to use the out-of-band method as a second factor authenticator. It also covers how to use unsupported methods like device-based authentication for VPN connectivity through the out-of-band portal in some exceptional scenarios. The out-of-band method helps users perform out-of-band authentication through the out-of-band portal. In this video, we will learn how to configure the out-of-band method as a second factor authenticator, validate biometric authentication through the out-of-band portal, test the out-of-band method, and authenticate to the Radius client, that is VPN, using the out-of-band method. Let's first review the flow of authentication with the out-of-band method. For any users, the out-of-band method auto-enrolls. When a user initiates authentication to the Radius client, that is VPN server, with the out-of-band method, the VPN server sends an authentication request to the OpenText Advanced Authentication server, which then sends a push notification to the out-of-band portal. The user has to succeed the chain tagged to the out-of-band portal to log in. For example, fingerprint method. The user then accepts the push request on the out-of-band portal. The response is sent to the OpenText Advanced Authentication server that in turn authenticates the user to the Radius client. You will need the following prerequisites before starting. Ensure the hostname is resolvable through DNS properly. Specify the DNS hostname in My DNS hostname when you configure the OpenText Advanced Authentication server post-installation. Upload a valid SSL certificate for the DNS name on the OpenText Advanced Authentication server or load balancer in server options. Set the public URL with the hostname of OpenText Advanced Authentication server in the public external URLs policy. Make sure to configure the OpenText Advanced Authentication server details in the Radius server. Configure OpenVPN server details in the Radius options policy. Ensure that the necessary drivers needed for the fingerprint device are installed on the system. After completing the prerequisites, log in to the OpenText Advanced Authentication administration portal. Click Methods and then Out-of-Band method. In the push notification max age setting, you can specify maximum time in minutes till when the push notification is sent to the out-of-band portal. The default time is 525600, that is 525,600 minutes. Let us create a chain. Click Chains and then New Chain. Specify a name for the chain. Remember the name of the chain for further use. In this example, I am selecting the LDAP password as first method and out-of-band method as a second method in the chain. Specify the user group that will use this chain for authentication. I am specifying all repo users. Create another chain with the LDAP password as a first method and fingerprint method as a second method. Now we need to map the authentication chains to the preferred events. In this example, We are mapping the out-of-band authentication chain to the Radius server event and the fingerprint authentication chain to the OOB UI logon event. Let's see how an end user, Paul Jones, enrolls the fingerprint method necessary to log into the out-of-band portal. Plug the fingerprint device into the system, click fingerprint and enroll the required fingers. Later, test the enrolled fingers with test method. Here is how Paul logs into the Radius client, that is VPN, using the LDAP password and out-of-band method. Log in to the Radius client, specify the username, specify the LDAP password. Now access the out-of-band portal. Remember, the fingerprint chain needs to be succeeded to log into the out-of-band portal. Furnish the enrolled fingerprint. Once Paul logs in to the portal, he waits for the push notification. Click Accept on the notification. Now, Paul authenticates to VPN server successfully. Thank you for watching.